defense really felt a little bit more physical today. Did you feel like you guys were playing more physical and hitting harder than usual, or was it just maybe the fact that it was the first scrimmage and the first opportunity to really do that?
Yeah, it's first, like Willie said, it's the first time we tackled, and everything's been thud, and so so you always have a little bit of extra energy the first time you do it, and I did think we played physical, and thought we played pretty fast, and but that's just day one.
Do you think the first series especially went pretty well for first team defense against first team offense?
Yeah, you'll see in the spring it goes back and forth, you know what I'm saying? But I like to say, give kids credit. They were ready to go and came out, and we need to have a few more 3-and-outs than what we did a year ago, and get the ball back for our offense a little bit more, and so I was pleased with that. And then I thought the red zone, we did an awfully good job of keeping them from scoring touchdowns. We let them down there too much, but once they got down there, I thought we did a great job of limiting how many touchdowns they got.
Coach, you think kind of, there's some big hits today. I think Bryce flattened a receiver running across the middle, and then Jalen also. Do you think kind of the give and take of energizing the group with big hits like that, especially in the rain and all that stuff, it kind of overshadows the risk of, someone going down with an injury or something like that?
You can't worry about the injury part. You just play hard, and you do, though. You got to play physical, and at the same time, with the good thing about it is it gives you some chance to see about keeping the head out of it too, and the targeting. You got to be able to make those plays and do it the right way. And so, like I said, I think a lot of it is that we hadn't tackled yet, and so for the first time to get that chance, and especially in the rain, if you come out and try to practice in days like this, it gets a little bit more difficult. But when you put the ball down and play, everybody likes to play. That's why they're here. They like to play the game.
In terms of taking the ball away, how would you assess your defense today?
D. We didn't get the ball taken away very well, and we did some other things okay, but yeah, we got to get more takeaways. Even if we don't get it, we got to get the ball on the ground more, and give ourselves chances to do that. And so that's the one area we need to improve on big time.
Skylar's kind of made the transition in nickel, and Bryce is playing out with the first team at safety. What do you like about Skylar playing nickel and making that transition there?
Yeah, he's explosive. He's a good blitzer. But at the same time, if you watch the whole thing, we're moving everybody everywhere there, and trying to just see where we can fit everybody and then have the most depth. I think we were extremely fortunate a year ago. We stayed injury-free for the most part back there, and so we'd like to have a little bit more depth, and so we're going to move them around all spring and try to get that figured out.
A number of the junior college DBs, Bryce and Daniel and Derek, are getting a lot of opportunities. Do you think any of those or all of us are kind of ahead of schedule right now as far as their development?
Bryce might be a little bit ahead of the other ones because of some consistency things, but they got a long ways to go. The good thing is there's a little light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? But they've only been practicing 7 or 8 days, and new system coming in, and so yeah, we got to get them more consistent, and that'll help us a bunch, but they got a long ways to go.
Coach, I know you're obviously coaching the other side, but were you impressed to see John Bledsoe come in? And I think he went perfect. I think he was 6 for 6 and really looked mature at the position.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't pay attention to who's back there. It's a pain in the butt trying to stop them no matter who's back there. And so because they're awfully good, and it makes us better. To go against them, and like I say, you'll see in the spring it goes back and forth each day, and so now the thing will be is we got to take away the big plays to keep them out of the red zone area, and we need to get a lot more consistent. So we got plenty of work to do, but it's a good start.
Okay, good with Coach?
Thank you. Appreciate it.